All right, once again, we want to welcome you to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fox.
And we would like to welcome you to another fun-filled episode of Synth Shenanigans and all kinds of fun. We have a very special guest, Vampire Stepdad, which we will introduce in just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Jules, I'm very excited about this show. This is going to be a great show. I feel it in my bones.
The one, the only. Vampire Stepdad.
Yes. I mean, you know, we can just crank the dad jokes up to 11 today and just not even feel bad for 1 second, you know? Very excited. Oh, by the way, before we begin the show, which I think we're already live, but I had a great idea today, okay? Now, everything is depressing because of the whole corona and quarantine and everything like that, all the businesses going out of business and all that, right? I had a brilliant idea.
What?
This is what's going to happen. Going to make a huge comeback. Are you ready? Drive-in movie theaters are going to be a thing. This is my prediction. I'm just putting it out there. And when you see all the rage, all the drive-in movie theaters become a thing and all popular, and as people are coming in from the drive-in movie theaters, they're going to play synthwave. It's going to be cool. It's going to be real, like, just nostalgic and wonderful. And you
with servers on roller skates, right? Of
course. You got to, but, everyone's going to stay 6 feet away, right? Because you could do that in a drive-in, right?
Yeah.
So it's perfect. It's going to be the perfect post-apocalyptic fad. Little something to look forward to. Maybe that'll be big in 2021 or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's my idea. If it doesn't become big, I'm going to make it myself. I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to give up DJing. I'm going to give up the State of Synth. And I'm just going to open up drive-in movie theaters all across America. And you can come too.
They call it like the Groot drive-ins?
Yeah, oh, yes. I like that.
There you go.
The Groot. Yes, I can see it now in neon lights. All right, anyway, enough rambling. We're going to go ahead and jump on into our top story of the evening. Top story of the evening, Bandcamp once again is waiving its fees. Woohoo!
Yes. Oh, God, my credit card.
Poor Jules is going to be suffering once again. Yes, that is right. Bandcamp, everyone's favorite artist-friendly music platform, is once again waiving their fees for May 1st. That is coming up in, a week or so. For 24 hours, Jules. All you can buy, all the sales will go directly to the artists, and they will not be having any fees. Platform fees, I guess taxes and whatnot, they're going to still have that, but no platform fees. It all goes directly to the artist. That's pretty awesome.
Uncle DevJock gave me a good idea, because last time my credit card company shut my credit card down twice on the same day because of all the little purchases. So he said, you know what, load up a balance on Bandcamp, on PayPal.
Yeah.
And that way they don't get, the credit card doesn't get hit. So I think I might do that this time.
That's
just load up.
Preparation is key, man. Preparation is key. Well, very good, Jules. I'm glad you're planning ahead, and that is good. And you're a good fan. And I think everyone's going to appreciate all the albums you're going to buy. And when you're no longer able to live in a house, you can come down to America and you can hang out with me.
I'll live at a drive-in theater.
You can come and live in my drive-in movie theater. So, I tell you what, we do have a special segment here, Mr. Vosto Vlad. He has a little bit more on the subject of the Bandcamp waiving their fees, so I'm just going to kind of cut it right to you. Mr. Vosto Vlad, are you out there?
This is Vosto Vlad reporting live from my night ride mobile. You may be stuck in reality, but I am traveling right now through cyberspace. But before you think it's fun, I will have to let you know that cyberspace is a dangerous place. There are many deadly viruses, a type that eats you up like Pac-Man. Also giant worms, death traps, turbo lasers, Decepticon-looking things. Orbs that rootkit into your mind. So you have to be protected and ready for action at all times. That's why I have made a nitride mobile. I have not only protection, but also weapons of my own. And right now I'm in pursuit and getting close to a Terrortron 9000, a mercenary transformer-looking thing that has been hired by who knows who to stop the free fee Bandcamp Day. We're in the middle of action right now. Stop right there, evildoer.
You will never get me, Vostok Vlad.
Damn it, this thing is fast. And it also has a force field.
Vostok Vlad, did you forget about the Epsilon plasma breaker I made for you?
Oh, you're right. I will initiate Epsilon plasma breakers right now. Say goodbye to your shield, evildoer. It worked. Now all I have to do is get one good shot at his runner code, but to do that, I need to penetrate his armor, and as we all know, the Epsilon plasma breaker only has one shot. My turbo lasers are not good enough, and we are getting close to the Bandcamp source code. But wait, what's he doing? He's turning back. Has he not received his mercenary payment? Never mind. He actually wants to obliterate me with a frontal crash.
Nothing can save you now, Vostok Vlad.
I'm still alive. How? As this particle cloud is lifting, there is no sign of my enemy. However, I see...
I am Volcar X.
Volcar X, what are you doing here?
I have destroyed the Terrortron 9000 and saved you from complete annihilation.
Well, thank you.
Do not thank me. I am just protecting my assets. Also, here are the beverages you requested.
Oh, thank you.
Do not.
Okay, fine, I get it. But hey, maybe we will actually become friends one day.
Unlikely.
Anyways, looks like we have just saved...
I saved.
Volcorex saved the fee-free Bandcamp Day. How's that for some news? Passing forth transmissions back to you, Dennis.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Vosto Vlad.
Thankfully, Bandcamp Day is saved.
Yes, save the day again. Thanks again to Volcar X. Volcar X? Did I say Volcar?
Yes, Volker. Volker X.
Yes, that.
Our space overlord.
Yes, helping us out when we need it. And I tell you what, we have one more piece that we like to cut you to. We have our resident alien who would also like to give a little bit of props to the Bandcamp. Bandcamp is getting a lot of praise, and rightfully so, because, it's kind of a cool thing they did. So I believe we have Primo on the air. Primo, are you out there, Miss Primo?
What's up, y'all? It's me, Primo the Alien. I just took a break from feeding my sourdough starter to come give a big hell yeah to Bandcamp. They're waiving their fees again. Yes, that's right. Friday, May 1st, which is coincidentally the release of my new single with Betamax. Bandcamp is waiving all fees on music and merch sales, and y'all know I'm all about that money. Just kidding. I don't even break even. But this is still a tremendous help to indie artists like myself. Y'all got to get out there and you got to buy the music, you got to buy the merch, and you got to support these artists. So I raise what is my third beer of the day to Bandcamp and say, oh, hell motherfucking yes. Back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, thank you very much, Primo.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, 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 wah. Love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to play the disclaimer before tonight's show, but there it is. You can't hold her down.
Did you hear? I was listening to Forever Synth today.
Oh yeah,
and they were talking about getting her on the show, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know. She's got such a potty mouth."
It's true because they're terrestrial radio too. So I don't know.
That's true.
Gotta roll with the big boys over here at Night Ride, I guess. You can drop your F-bombs all you want because we don't give a fuck. Anyway, guys, we got our first track up here. This is Space Tourist with Landing Site. This guy's out of Paris, France. Pretty dope tune. Kicking it off right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy.
Just at the point where we can start reading see through the shadows and see the some hummocky terrain on the north of the sea that just went out of my next reach. Okay, I got the landing site. We're right over the top of it. And the scarp is fantastically detailed at this, can you see in there, Gene? Right down, straight down there. Right down there.
And once again, that was Space Tourist with Landing Site. That's a
That
cool
was pretty
tune.
good.
Yeah, I like that tune. It's very cool. It's got the sound effects. He's like landing on the moon, I guess. I'm not even sure. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm also, I'm also excited about what Primo mentioned. She's doing a collab with Betamax.
I know. I heard that.
So yeah, a song like a Primo song featuring Betamax. That's gonna be awesome.
That is amazing. And when does that drop? Tomorrow? No, May 1st.
May 1st.
May 1st. She's just
Yep.
priming up the Primo wagon. Whatever. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I've rambled on long enough. We're going to happily bring on our very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our very special guest, Vampire Stepdad. How you doing?
Hey, kiddos! How y'all doing tonight?
It's Stepdad.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm here hanging out with you guys. It's a good time.
You had I guess
Thank you so much.
you had a nice sleep. I guess you just woke up a couple minutes ago.
Yes.
We're always joking about how you are just 100% dedicated to your brand, and I just find it amazing. Which, of course, we're going to get to all that fun stuff. But yeah, you're definitely. So first of all, you're a stepdad. Are you a stepdad first, a musician second, or a musician first and a stepdad first, or what are your priorities? What's the priority of a vampire stepdad who is apparently a detective too? I'm not sure.
I wear many hats.
You do.
Well, I mean, family's important. So I don't want to say that, being a stepdad isn't first, but at the same time, I've been doing music for a really long time. So,
You're a stepdad. You can be like that.
Yeah.
You're stepdad. It is what it is.
I don't have to pick favorites.
It's true. How long have you been doing music?
Over 20 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what
Oh,
type
good
of
news.
instruments you play? I know obviously the synths, but I think you do a little bit of bass too, right?
Yeah, I can play. Basically, I can play, just enough of everything to get myself in trouble. I would say my first instrument is drums. That's what I've been playing the longest.
Oh, nice.
And then I learned guitar, and then I've played bass, and then I learned just enough keyboard to be able to play my synth parts live. So yeah.
That's cool, though. Now, one of the questions that I always ask people, and this is one that I really am just dying to ask: how in the world did you say, I'm going to make synthwave music, and like the idea of the whole stepdad thing? Like, this is a very loaded, heavy question. Obviously, we can break it down if you want. But how did you get into synthwave? Like, did you just gravitate towards it? Is it something you've kind of always done and then turned around and said, oh, wait, there's a whole community that's into all this weird shit just like me?
No, I can't claim to be super original and have, just always done this. I originally, I was watching YouTube, as you do, and I came upon this video that somebody had made of a bunch of like remote controlled toy cars,
Nice.
like battling, and he's like does all these special effects with explosions and stuff like that. And there's this really awesome song in the background, and I'm like, what is this music? And it was Carpenter Brute. And I was like, oh, I've got to find more of this. And that was right around when he had released EP3. And I bought all 3 EPs and was just like, this is the best thing ever, and just listened to it for solid probably like a month. And it wasn't until like a month that I realized that like, oh, this is like a thing. Like this isn't just Carpenter Brute. Like this is a whole thing. Synthwave is a thing. And then as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, well, I have to get into this. Just because it was awesome, and I love the 80s. Yeah, and so I got onto YouTube and found it was actually oh shoot, now of course I blanked on his name.
You went down the rabbit hole, didn't you? The YouTube rabbit hole.
I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. The Encounter. Yes.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, I found like a how to make synthwave with The Encounter.
Nice.
And I watched his thing, and then I was like, okay, I got to do this, and then I wrote Jan Hammer, please don't hurt him, and I was like, oh, this is good, and it kind of all kicked off from there, and that was like 2014, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You know what? Like The Encounter, Mock Rider, one of my favorite songs by The Encounter.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
His videos are great. So you started off just kind of just noodling around, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna make some cool synthwave music." The you got quote unquote bitten, maybe, and became the vampire like a little bit afterwards, or did you kind of have the whole concept kind of just germinating for a while, or just like did you just go to Halloween and say, "Oh, this could be a thing,"
No, I was really I was very aware that like in the synthwave scene, like image was a really big part of it. Like because just as much as the sounds, the visuals of the 80s,
sometimes more.
yeah. And so I was just thinking of what could be, what's something that's like catchy and grabs your attention, but is also, sounds 80s in and of itself. And I was very aware of, even at that time, the nights and the grids and there's plenty of cliches already forming within the scene. And so I wanted to avoid that. And so I just really thought about like, what did the 80s mean to me? And
then you got bit.
For me, well, and for me, a lot of it was like the TV shows and stuff, and the movies too. But like in the 80s, it seemed like everyone was really playing with the family unit a lot. We had come out of the like 60s where it was the nuclear family, 2 kids and a dog, that kind of thing. Mom and a dad kind of thing. And then everyone was like, hey, what if it's like my 2 dads? And what if it's like 3 men and a baby? And what if it's, what was it? Full House is, mom's dead and it's, dad and a couple uncles, and stuff like that. And so everybody wanted to play with the family unit. And so that's where the stepdad idea came from. And then I just thought about the weirdness of having a stepdad. It's this kind of person that you don't really know, and they come into this, into this family, and you're kind of like, do I trust this person? And so like, if you expand on that, then, vampires are always kind of, dual identities and, trying to hide who they are, that kind of thing.
Right.
And so it's like, okay, so like the monster personification of a stepdad is like a vampire, where you're like, is this dude cool or is this dude a monster?
Mom, why is stepdad sleeping all day?
Yeah. And so that's where Vampire Stepdad came from. And I was just like, oh yeah, that sounds totally 80s. It sounds like a TV show or something.
Of course, you had to slap a cardigan on it.
Yeah, well, and that's the best part, is it just everything fell into place after that. It's like Vampire Stepdad. It's like, oh, because it's like wholesome, but then the vampire side of it is kind of edgy, but still like can be wholesome, and like so there's this dichotomy that you can play with, in everything. Is he gonna like give me a hug and tell me great job, or is he gonna eat the cat? It's just kind of like. So yeah, and honestly, at the time, I don't, and it sounds braggy to say that like Vampire Stepdad is a fantastic name, but I've just realized that it is, because of the amount of people who go on and on about Vampire Stepdad. If I had realized how good it was then, I probably would have like second guessed it and not used it. So it is constantly a surprise just how good that name is on its own.
Yeah, but you also do a lot of work to sell it too, which is great. I mean, you could just come up with a name, and put like a V in your name, which I guess it has a V. You know what I'm talking about, like just like make a little logo with a V and being like, yeah, this is my thing, I make music, hey. But like you really do, you create the character and you make it sound like it was this thing that evolved, which I'm sure it did, but you can tell that you put a lot of work and a lot of personality into it, which is great too. So
I like the fact when I ordered up my shirt, it came with some fangs.
Yeah.
I was like, perfect.
Yeah. I always want to, add a little thing, basically my strategy is I throw some extra junk in there that if you don't throw it away in like 3 weeks, you'll see it and you'll go, oh yeah, those are those stupid teeth from Vampire Stepdad. Hey, I haven't listened to Vampire Stepdad in a little while. And then you'll turn it back on.
There it is. Suck you right back in.
Yeah. But well, I mean, honestly, I learned that from getting stuff from local bands and stuff, and they always throw something stupid in there.
Yeah.
I knew this one guy who ran a really small label, and he would always throw like Star Wars themed patches in there. And heck, what was it? When I ordered some Hello Meteor stuff from Kill All Music throws all sorts of awesome stuff in their packages, and I was just like, this is amazing. So yeah, it's fun to add something extra in there to kind of say, I'm not just filling an order that you placed, I'm thinking about you, and I'm throwing in this little bit things, and I always write a little note to the person and thanking them and stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because it's just like that's like I love making that connection with people. Like, I'm like, oh, like today I sent off a keychain and 3 stickers to somebody in Portland, Oregon, and it's like that's all the way across the country. And like, I don't know, it's really cool to be able to see all the places that my music has taken enough of a hold to inspire somebody to support me and buy something. And yeah, I just love that. I love packing up merch way too much. Like I enjoy the whole process. It's really weird, but yeah.
No, it's really cool. And yeah, I think it's all about those little things. Like I remember when I got my Gunship album, the 2 Gunship album. The first one was a little card that had all these Nintendo NES game codes, like up,
nice.
down, left, right, BA, start, and the Contra Ultimate Lives and all that. And I'm like, this is really cool to just give a little something like that. And then the second one for their latest album was a Garbage Pail Kid, and it was designed by James White. No, what's his name? My God, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, James White.
Yeah, okay, I was right. I got a name right. Oh my God, I got a name right.
I know that feeling.
Oh God. It's terrible. I tell you what, though, while we're out of here, we're talking about your music, and let's play a tune by Vampire Stepdad. What do you think, Mr. Jules? What do we have lined up here tonight?
Sure. Well, Mr. Stepdad dropped an album last year. It's called The Sun Also Sets. So I went and picked my favorite song off that. It's called Party of One. So here it is on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Vampire Stepdad with Party of One. That's fun, man. I love that tune.
That whole album is amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, one of the things that we just kind of touched on, but I just kind of want to dig a little deeper in, is just some of the fun things that you do as Vampire Stepdad that really nobody is doing, like the teeth and everything crazy like that. Like, I gotta say that your merch game is absolutely on point. I have never heard or met anyone that has a merch game like you. I just don't know. Like, do you just like wake up in the middle of the night with like these crazy ideas? Do you
sometimes? Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad. I mean, honestly, I think most of the reason my merch game is what it is because of all the stepkids who support me. I'm able to make some money that I can then turn back into other stuff. So I can afford to make stupid T-shirts or keychains or whatever else.
Yeah.
And so I mean, honestly, like pretty much everything I've ever made, I'm just like, I'm excited to see like the Vampire Stepdad logo on whatever, a keychain or an enamel pin, or I'm just kind of like, oh, I never thought I would ever make one of these of my own.
Right.
And so being able to do that is awesome.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
And sometimes you could almost say I don't practice my parts well enough for TV shows, for live shows, because I spend so much time thinking of like, okay, how can I lay out this merch on a table that is
sound check, Mr. Vampire.
Yeah, not now. I've got to set the CD up so it catches the light right.
The keychains go here.
Yeah, like it's weird because like if I talk too much about it, it really sounds like all I care about is selling stuff. But
okay, Dennis has gone on and on and on about what, like getting to see a Vampire Stepdad merch table at Neon.
I'm so psyched. I'm super psyched for that.
Oh no! Now I feel like I have to like really do something.
The pressure's on, not to play the music. The pressure's on with the merch table because I expect a lot of things. Okay.
All right.
One of the things that just stands out to me that I just find absolutely brilliant, and this just says a lot about your personality and the creativity that is just wrapped around everything that you do. The cassette case for Night Shift. The side of the cassette is an alarm clock. When I saw that, I was like, that is freaking brilliant. Like, if you just turn it on its side, it looks like the digital alarm clock, and you could just set it there and look at it from the corner, and like to me that's just like perfect. Like little things like that like really in my brain like just kind of stands out as like somebody who's like very in tune with the whole thing, the whole creativity of doing what you're doing. And obviously your music is great too, and I know I'm a little weird by talking about your merchandise more.
No, that's cool. I worked for a long time on that. Like,
but an alarm clock, holy crap! Yeah. Like that is.
Well, yeah, really... I think that came up like when I had the idea for Night Shift. I think it was like that's part of the reason I even named it Night Shift, because I was like, what about like Night Shift? I was like, oh, I could make it like I could break up the words with like a colon, and then like, oh, that'd be great. And then what kills me is like DistroKid, who puts my music on Spotify and everywhere else.
Right.
They won't let me capitalize all of Night Shift. So like if you go on Spotify, it's just capital N, lowercase it, capital S, lowercase hift. And I'm like, come on, like I need my branding, you guys.
You're ruining my
branding. Oh, cap. Yeah. But thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that. That's I really, I just want to go all in and just find every little bit, every way to because everything about a release is something, special that you can do, something you can make it yours.
Right.
And so I just try and think really hard about, every little thing. Actually, one of the things I love to do because I'm old, and so I go antique shopping. Well, I don't ever buy antiques. I just like to look at them.
Sure.
But what's great is I go where they have like CDs, and a lot of times they also have like old cassettes. And so I'll literally just look over how other people have made cassettes in the past, and I'll take photographs and basically just steal ideas from folks from the 80s.
Oh, well, welcome to the
because
club.
Like, yeah, exactly. I know I'm the only person who's thought of stealing stuff from the 80s. Just because like literally, that's also one of the things that's really awful about doing your own releases, is you literally have to make everything. Not that I haven't worked with artists for album art and everything. I've actually worked with an artist for every single album release except for Sun Also Sets. That's the only one that I did all on my own.
Oh, wow.
But I just like, you've got to figure out what the hell you want to put on the spine of it. And like, I'll put the title again, and I'll like, should I fake like a Dolby logo? Cause that's on other, so you got to think of literally everything. So I try and look at how other people have done it. And then I said, let's, what twist can I do on that? So.
All right. 2 more things before I get out of the whole merch discussion.
Okay.
Wait. But before we continue, for those listening,
yes,
head on over to vampirestepdad.com.
Oh yeah.
If you want to check out the merch. Also vampirestepdad.bandcamp.com for the music and merch.
Because you gotta check it out. Yeah, absolutely. And when you go to the website, you're gonna see some awesome things like holiday cards. Come on, dude. Holiday cards. I love you. T-shirts that say "Vampire Stepdad Sucks."
Actually, dude,
brilliant.
Are those posted anywhere? Because I'm out of those at this point.
Oh no. I hope you're not.
No.
Because I was expecting
I'm
it
have
on
to do
Neon.
a second run of those.
Second run
those were
for
fun.
Neon, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I was actually there. There's literally a petition for .stepdad top level domain. So like it could, rather than .com, it'd be .stepdad. And I'm hoping that ICANN lets that happen so I can get vampire.stepdad, because that would be the coolest. Well, see, I think it would be cool. And then I'd be like, just go to vampire.stepdad. And everyone would be like, you mean like .stepdad.com or .stepdad.net? I'm like, no, just .stepdad. Well, wait, but what goes on the end? So, but I'm excited about it, and I'll do it, and then no one will ever use it. But it'll make me happy.
Yes, I am a big fan of doing things and taking all the time, and then nobody goes there.
Yeah. You gotta be in this business. So.
Yes, I've been in for too long. I tell you what, let's play another song, Mr. Jules. We're gonna definitely load up some more questions here, because I'm having a blast talking with Vlad here. This is good fun.
Me too.
But let's jump into the tune real quick. We have this next song. In fact, this is a great tune. What do we got lined up here, Mr. Fox?
Are we talking about our Finnish artist?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes, we are. I'm not even paying attention. I'm having so much fun. I stopped looking at the script. I think we have a little Neo Helsinki lined up for the next track.
Yeah. So out of Finland, one of our favorite friends, Millennium Folk, dropped a new album, Neo Helsinki FM, and if you listen to it, it's really cool. It's basically radio from the future.
Yes.
And he's, as usual, he's all across the genres here. So we've picked a track here. This is Cyberdrive by Millennium Folk here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Millennium Falcon with Cyberdrive. Cool tune, man. I like that album.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, very good. So before we go ahead into our weather, we got a couple shout outs into our chat room. Who do we got tuning in here
Ooh.
tonight?
Well, let's see. Over in the Night Ride chat, we got Vosto.
Yeah.
And we've got Karin.
Hey,
And
Karin.
we've got Kit. Yeah, hey, Karin. We got Kit. We got Z. Disclo's in there with his friend Laser Tits.
Nice.
And Primo the Alien was in there, but now she's taking a shower.
Oh, very
Yes,
nice.
we make her feel dirty.
We
And then,
do,
of
we
course,
do.
we've got No Clue in there. And Fuss.
Hi,
And,
guys.
over in the YouTube chat, we got Eden Future. Great producer. And we've got Dunbaro, Jessmina, Amanda Wamsley, Rex Balls, Migs88, Mike Shima, who was going on about having a keychain, a Vampire Stepdad keychain,
Oh, yes.
which has made me go to Vampy's online
I
store
know.
because I can't stand when people have shit I don't
In
have.
the middle of the damn song, he's typing in the Bandcamp. He's like, I'll
And
take
then-
the family fun pack.
We've also got MW over in the YouTube chat. We've got Evil over in the Night Ride chat. So hey everyone, thanks for tuning in.
What's up, guys? All right, so going into our weather, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to give you our weather forecast for this evening. Go ahead, Mr. Jules. What do we got lined up here?
The weather will remain a chilly 40 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 4 degrees Celsius, in most of the places out there. Not only that, you can expect neon-soaked showers all this weekend as we get ready to round out the month of April. It's definitely not the weekend to roll down a top and hit the laser grid highways. Looks like we've got at least one more week that we'll need to stay indoors.
Stay
I
indoors
think we're
another
gonna be-
week?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more than another week, but we'll see. Any day now, we'll be out there cruising again.
Yes.
So stay warm, stay safe. And back to you, Dennis.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mr. Neon Fox. I tell you what, let's jump into a... Oh, wait, hold on one second here. Hold on one sec. This just in. We have a thing coming up on our ticker here. What is this? Failed Star by Pattern Shift just got added to the official Spotify Retro Wave Outrun Spotify playlist. Holy crap. That is beautiful. That is a killer playlist. You know that's the one with like 500,000 trillion followers and whatnot. I think, is that a number?
It's Spotty's official one, so yeah.
It's freaking huge. Congratulations. In fact, we have that song. I think we have that tune. What do you say? We want to drop a Pattern Shift tune real quick before we continue with our show?
Oh hells yeah. So Pattern Shifts from Longmont, Colorado. And we've got Failed Star by Pattern Shift here on Night Ride FM.
Once again, that was Failed Star by Pattern Shift. Cool tune, man. I dig it. And I really think he's really hitting some solid banging tunes lately, man. It's great. Love it.
You know what? I gotta remind everybody. Pattern Shift. He's got what? A novella out.
Yeah, he
Is
does.
It one or two? For I know, Right to the Renouncer. He's
Right
got
to
that
the
novella
Renouncer.
out up on.
And he's
on
got
Amazon,
it
right?
on Amazon. I'm not even sure if he's charging for that. So
I think he made it free on Amazon.
at
You can
one
get the
point,
ebook.
yeah, you get the ebook. It's fantastic. If you
wait,
what's that?
you buy the album off Bandcamp. I think you get a PDF with the free book.
Oh, there you go. That's a win-win. They call that a win-win right there.
Yeah. Okay. Win-win.
And it's that level of engagement that really is just amazing. Like Pattern Shift is really good with engagement with his fans, and of course, Vampire Stepdad. I mean, that is one of the coolest things that I really kind of learned early on is your engagement with your fans is just like second to none, which is just amazing.
Oh my God! I remember the first Vampire Stepdad email I got. I was like bouncing around, like, "Oh my God, he called me kiddo."
Yeah, that's honestly the best part of all of it. I mean, making music is great. There's the joy of the creative process and all that. But really, it's meeting people and creating relationships, and it's tremendous to have people that will support you and encourage you to do more stuff, and that's the best part.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now you have a newsletter, I guess, right?
Yes.
What is does it have a title? I guess it has a title, right?
Not really.
Really?
It's a newsletter? Yeah, I don't know. Too Much Text by Vampire Stepdad. I don't know. Yeah, it's funny because like I hate reading. Well, I don't hate reading, but I read really slowly, so I don't read that much, like for entertainment purposes.
Right.
And yet my emails are so long, it's ridiculous.
It's 20-page long.
But I like to tell a good story, and I mean the newsletter is a big part of kind of getting people on. Like honestly, I feel like if you listen to Vampire Stepdad and you like Vampire Stepdad, but you're not on the mailing list, I feel like you're only getting like half.
Yeah.
Of the experience.
Definitely.
What are you guys waiting for? Get on the newsletter.
Yeah.
What do they have to do?
VampireStepdad.com/free.
There it is. Is that the real URL? /free?
/free, and you can, because when you sign up, you also get my first EP for free.
Nice.
And actually, there's an exclusive song that's only on the mailing list. You only get to listen to it if you sign up for the mailing list.
Well, there you go.
But the newsletter, I mostly just talk about all the stupid mistakes I make, and then I talk about how, despite making a dumb mistake, I kind of like learned something from it. And then generally I end all my emails talking about how, like, see kids, that's the glory of screwing up.
Oh my God,
you're gonna fail. Just like it's all good. Like the failure, that's how you learn. And so
you break it into a sitcom, don't you?
Yeah, man. Oh,
that is
my bread and butter.
Brilliant. Oh my God.
Well, and what's so awesome, like, because I'll write an email about how I screwed something up and, blah, blah, blah. And then people will write me back. Like, that's the best thing, that people will often write me back. And they'll tell a story about how, oh yeah, there was a time when I did this, and, blah, and I get to know people, I get to know them better, people who have, supported me and helped me, put on my live shows. They've given me enough money to buy the equipment I need to play out and stuff like that. And now I know a little bit more about them and how we share, X hobby or whatever, so that's just my favorite thing in the world.
That is incredible.
Yeah. That's like starting the mailing list was the best thing I ever did in regards to Vampire Stepdad. So
you have one more thing that I love too. So first of all, go to VampireStepdad.com/free. Get yourself the free music. Get yourself on the newsletter. But also, go to Night Ride. Wow. Go to Vampire. I only said that 3 times. Go to VampireStepdad.com/the-fridge.
Fridge, yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about this. You have a virtual fridge where you have all of the pictures that I guess people send you and their little drawings, and it's like this virtual fridge that a stepdad would have. And it is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. People actually send you these little pictures and little drawings and stuff, and you just put them on this virtual page. And that's amazing.
The fridge is, I'm so proud of that. Because, everything I've made is something that I've made. But knowing that other people have like taken the time and their creative talents to, do something related to Vampire Stepdad is just, that blows my mind. And yeah, actually, some of the people who have sketched stuff, I've come back to them and be like, hey, can we like work together and let's make some merch? And like the little Vlad Bat sticker, that's totally comes from a guy, Veggie Benson. They would just draw little, doodles and post them on Twitter, and I would freak out and beg them for a really high resolution version because I'm kind of a digital hoarder. And then I was just like, hey, let's make some stickers together.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just stuff that people have sent me. It's
you know what, Mike Sheem over YouTube chat. I just got invited to this today. He was mentioning the name of your private Facebook group.
Yes.
The Vampire Stepdad Super Awesome Supporters Club in brackets. Better name pending.
Yep. And it's been called that for like 3 years now. So I don't know.
That makes it even funny. That's even funnier when it's been for so long.
That's for anybody who spends more than my asking price, basically. I was actually just thinking about it today, and I was kind of like, it's essentially Patreon, but you only have to be generous once to get in. So
that's cool.
But there are people who've literally, because at one point I made a comment about, I love the people who will pay more by just like 6 cents or something, because you're used to seeing like $6 came in or $8 came in, but then when you're like, somebody sent in $7.06, and you're just like, nice, like because that they just put that in there just to be weird.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, so like basically if you overpay for anything of mine, I throw you in the Super Awesome Supporters Club, because if you're gonna be extra generous to me, I'm gonna do what I can to be extra generous for you, and I try to give them sneak peeks at stuff, and admittedly I'm not great at it, because generally I'm so excited about showing everybody whatever it is I have that I just release it to everybody, so I feel a little guilty there, but sometimes I'm good about it. I'm like, hey, I'm working on this, check it out.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, those are my peeps.
Ooh,
those
very
are,
good.
I'm grinning from ear to ear.
Jules is another thing to join up now.
I know. Just being in the Vampire Stepdad sphere of influence is just, I don't know. It's just so wholesome.
Oh, it is great. And speaking of Facebook, I know Jules does a lot of stalking for a lot of the people on Facebook to find out all the good dirty details like birthdays and whatnot. And
Birthday.
this is the part of the show where we go ahead and just drop some birthday shout outs. And Jules, do we have any birthdays in the house?
Yeah, we gotta know all our favorite artists' birthdays.
Yes, stalk them like professionals that we are.
Exactly. Well, so on Tuesday, April 21st, it was Vampire Stepdad's fellow Atlantean.
I think that's a word.
Yeah, Matt from Watch Out for Snakes.
Yay.
It was his birthday.
Matt
And
is
of
the
course,
best dude.
yes, he's awesome.
I love you, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, his Twitter handle is Watch Out for Us.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's good branding.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. Well, yeah, we got yesterday, April 22nd. It was Patrick from Neon Asteroid.
Nice.
It was his birthday.
Happy
I think
birthday, Patrick.
he makes synthwave. He's a quadriplegic.
Okay.
So he makes it. I think if on his bio on Bandcamp or something, he actually makes the music with with his mouth with one of those pointer things in his
Okay.
mouth,
Wow, that's
which is
incredible.
incredible.
That is. I mean, you
Yeah.
gotta have talent for that.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Skippy. Let's see.
Dedication.
Today, April 23rd, it was Aaron from the Sour Patch Boys.
Nice.
His birthday.
Happy
So
birthday,
happy
Aaron.
birthday, Aaron.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Let's see. We've got, tomorrow, Josh Money from Fixed. Vocalist and musician. It's his birthday.
Oh yeah, very good.
Happy birthday, Josh, or soon birthday.
Josh, yeah.
Soon
And
birthday.
also,
Birthday.
Danny, who is Polter Sleep. Goes by the artist name Polter Sleep. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
I've got a few
Pre-birthday.
more. Let's see. Saturday, April 25th. It's Night Raptor's birthday, as well as French artist Marauder.
Ooh, very nice.
Marauder. Bon anniversaire. And
I love when you do
Sunday,
your French lines. It's great.
Sunday, April 26th. The other half of Bunny X, Mary.
Ah,
It's her birthday.
happy birthday, Mary.
Out of New
Happy
York,
birthday.
yeah.
And last
And
but not least,
finally,
right?
let's see. I went as far as Monday. Monday, April 27th. We've got Harry, who is Aero Nexus, as well as Steel City Collective. It's his birthday.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And finally, what else? Monday as well, we've got Jessica Tracy. She's the other half of Scott Fort, who's part of, who runs, I guess, Retro Synth Records.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we know
yeah.
those guys.
Yeah. So happy birthday to Jessica and Harry on Monday next week.
Happy
And,
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys need to come up with like one of those restaurant happy birthday songs where they're not allowed to sing the actual happy birthday song. You need to come up with something like happy birthday, da, da, something like that.
You know, if somebody wants to come up with a happy birthday song, I would happily play it on this show. Just putting it
Oh,
out
no.
there. Putting
now
it
I'm
out.
gonna end up feeling like I have to make a birthday song.
Well, you did suggest the idea. Just saying.
Yeah, this is the kind of trouble I get myself in.
No pressure. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's drop another tune here, Mr. Jules. What do you think? What do we got lined
Oh,
up?
hell
next?
yeah. I love tunes. Out of
You think they want to
California.
listen to music? Oh man,
Music? Nah.
that can't be why they're here.
Not here
Out
for
of
me.
California. We got this artist, this band. It's called Nightmares in Neon. We've played their music before. They're also featured on our little compilation from last year.
Yeah, totally mental.
So they just dropped a new single. It's called Closure. Here it is on Night Ride FM.
It started with a shortness of breath, one that grew
Once again, that was Nightmares and Neon with Closure. And yeah, we were just talking off the air about the wonderful sound. And in fact, it's kind of an aesthetic. The cracking open of the Coke can. And you were saying about cracking open when you were a kid, something?
Oh, I don't know if I want to talk about that one on air, but no, it's just this old. It was this old Coke commercial, and it's literally the woman like opens the can, she pours it into the. It's totally the story doesn't translate. But
She made it into a sex thing.
She goes to drink it, and it like tickles her nose, and she just like giggles, and and yeah, it's just. I mean, it's total just like. It's like wholesome sex appeal. It was weird.
Right. It walked that fine line between
yes.
sexism and wholesomeness and the 80s. You could get away with that stuff in the 80s. It was a beautiful thing. Just talk about, walk this fine line and everything was cool. But yeah, Coke is something that... Coke is it. Coke is the real thing. What other slogans? Coke and a smile? That was my favorite.
No, wasn't that from Eddie Murphy?
I don't know, but speaking of marketing, every time I crack open a Coke, I think of the phrase "Coke and a smile." I don't know what it is. It's like it just stuck in my brain, and I think
really good marketing. That's what it is.
It's brilliant
Every time
marketing.
you say that, I think of Eddie Murphy imitating, what's his name? Oh God, I'm blanking out. Richard Pryor talking about. Do you ever watch that stand-up Raw?
Oh yeah, of
or
course.
Was it Delirious?
Might have been Raw. I can't remember it though. It's been such a long time, but
He's imitating Richard Pryor telling Bill Cosby to. You can tell Bill Cosby to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
that sounds exactly like that it would have been on Raw. I think I'll have to go back and watch it now. I want to go watch it now and drink a Coke while I'm watching it. Very excited. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the rest of my night. Because really, what am I gonna do after this? I can't leave my house.
It's all downhill.
It's all downhill from here. What's that?
Quick shout out to a couple of people in the chats who joined since I last went yelling out. Mystical, Kern, Raise Punk are in the Night Ride chat.
Yay!
So
Primo's back too. She's clean. Yep. A clean Primo.
Yep. Oh, 60 Hertz. Eater is over in the YouTube chat.
What's up?
Welcome back. 60 Hertz.
Good times, man. Good times. I tell you what, we are going to continue along with our show and drop a little bit of album release knowledge on you folks. And Jules, do you want to go ahead and deep dive into our album releases?
Sure. Well, we heard a track off Millennium Falk's new album, Neo Helsinki FM. It was dropped on April 20th. That was Monday, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yep. So go ahead over to Bandcamp, pick that up. It's also available on Spotify. April 22nd, Moonrunner dropped a single called In My Head featuring King Protea.
That's a good one. I haven't listened to that one yet, but yes.
Yeah. And another track was dropped by Oceanside 85. It's called Shifting Frequencies. There's a YouTube video, really cool YouTube video out for it.
Yeah.
And it features 2600 and Cody Carpenter.
Nice. And we may be playing that tonight.
I think, yes, we'll be playing that a little bit later.
Just possibly.
Yep.
What else?
Tomorrow, you know what drops?
Yes, this one. We've been talking about this for so long. This is, DJP and Power Nerd.
Yep, Dana Jean Phoenix and Power Nerd. Their album Megawave drops tomorrow off Outland Records, or recordings.
Go buy that.
Go
it's very
buy
good.
It. Add it to your Spotify playlist. And of course, there was, let's see, May 1st, we've got Damocles. He's dropping his Hyperwave EP.
Yeah.
I love his little promo, the Max Headroom
Oh
style
my
promo.
God. Well, you know my thing for Max Headroom. I love him. my SSID, for all you nerds out there, that's the internet Wi-Fi handle. It's Network 23, so if you're a Max Headroom fan, you would get that. And I have my the 802.11n or something like that is Network 66. So if you're a hardcore Max Headroom fan, you'd be like, whoa. which again would reach maybe 0.001% of you out there. But I think it's hilarious. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Oh, you know what? I want a quick shout out to Bio, who's in the Night Ride chat.
Yeah,
Overlooked him. So also May 1st, which happens to be Bandcamp Day, there's a single dropping by Primo and Betamax called Watch Me.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Wait for that.
I can't wait for that, honestly. I'm very excited to hear that.
Apparently Primo ordered up some plastic palm leaves to
wrap herself
decorate
up
herself. Yeah.
Yes. Decorating the
All
Primo.
right.
That's fantastic.
Now, May 4th. We know what album's dropping on May 4th, don't we?
Man. Yes, we do.
What's going on May 4th?
Yeah,
Come on, tell
so
everyone.
here's the thing. We just dropped out details on the Twitter and all the other social networks. We're going to be having an album release party with Von Kaiser. I'm very, very excited. We're going to have the whole gang with Car and Zoe Lee and me and Jules and all the 3 members of Von Kaiser. We're going to party it up. We're going to have an official drink. It's going to be a margarita because it's going to be Cinco de Mayo. So we're going to get buzzed on margaritas and talk dirty on the mic.
Oh God.
You can come too, Vlad, if you want.
Yeah. The Facebook chat prepping
Yes,
for this.
it'll be great.
My eyes were like wide like saucers. Like, really?
Very excited. It's going to be good fun.
The album Goes to Miami by Von Kaiser. It drops May 4th. You can pre-order it right now on Bandcamp.
Do it.
Yeah. May 8th. Team Sweat Wave.
Yes, another big party.
Yes. Agents of Sweat, which is what? Who's on Team Sweat?
It's Dimmy K.
There's Griff,
It is
Dimmy K.
Griff. Polemic Heart. I said it right. Yes.
Polemic Heart. Yep.
And Yoru and Turbo Knight and Dimmy K. And they kick ass. So, yeah, get your Agents of Sweat on. That is coming up. We have a special interview we're going to do with them as well. It's going to be a pre-recorded. It's going to be a lot of fun because those guys are all over the world. It's really tough to get everyone in the same room together. We've got guys from New York and Australia and just all over. Greece. Dimmy K's from Greece, so it's crazy. And we have one more album, right? That's going to be dropping on May 20th.
Yeah, once again from Outland Recordings. Taurus, 1984, drops his album, Dream Warriors.
Yeah, I know you're psyched for that one.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go.
God damn it, I was hoping to see Taurus 1984, but yeah. Retrowave Deluxe officially got pushed back to October.
Yeah, it did.
So once more, I gotta be calling airlines, canceling this and canceling that.
Bum, 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 bum.
Make it Halloween themed, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I tell you what. Let's drop one more track here. Now, what's the next track we have lined up here? Ooh, this is a great tune here. You want to set this one up, Jules?
Sure. Yeah. You know what? This is an album I should mention. Phaserland out of Detroit. Just dropped an album called Inside Architecture Library Volume 1.
Ooh.
And that was dropped on the 21st, Monday. So I picked a song off it. It's called The Living World by Phaserland here on Night Ride FM.
Once again, that is Phaserland with The Living World. Great tune right there. I dig it.
Ross Phaserland out of Detroit.
Yeah, good stuff. Very, very
by the way,
good.
I gotta throw a shout out to CODA7, one of our regulars in the Mixer channel.
Hey, we have some listeners in the Mixer channel that deserves a little round of applause. Very good.
Clap, clap, clap.
It's good. We gotta bolster up our Mixer crew.
Night Ride, over in the Night Ride chat, Karen and Primo are talking about a T-shirt fitting in Primo's pink envelope. I don't know.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah,
Hello.
I don't.
Give that one another round of applause. Where do we go from here? Jeez, really dropping some imagery. Let's go do some tours, and I'm going to keep it clean for the rest of the show. What do we got coming up here? I want to drop the first information piece here. Friday, I'm very excited about this. They are not synthwave, but you know what? I don't care. They're retrowave. They are Chromeo, and they are badass, and they are doing a live stream. Now, the cool thing about Chromeo is they've been doing really a concept album, which is kind of crazy. They've been doing this quarantine themed stuff, like just amazingly wonderful, beautiful songs, and they're all about the quarantine and the life we're living nowadays, and they're hilarious.
Everybody's loving those little posts.
And they're funky.
Well, especially the guy with the voice box or the vocoder.
Yeah. I want to love you from 6 feet away. Come on, that's beautiful. So yeah, that live stream is in the afternoon, I think.
Oh hey, Mike Templar's over in the YouTube chat.
Hey,
as well as ABCDEFG.
Very nice. Oh,
welcome guys.
Welcome. All right, who else do we have touring around in the wonderful virtual verse?
The Cyberverse.
Yeah, the Cyberverse.
Well, Ollie Ride is continuing his little Saturday serenades.
Yes, he is.
3 p.m. I think, or 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Facebook and YouTube.
I thought we got rid of that.
Which? Time. Yeah, there's no time zones.
Yes.
It's happening on Saturday. Ollie Ride. You can figure it out.
Yes,
figure it out. And of course, Eric C. Powell is going to be doing his little from the studio stream.
Oh, cool.
On Facebook. 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Very nice.
Whatever time that is.
Yeah, and we have this next thing coming up in May. Right around May, I think in the beginning of May. We're not really nailing it down yet, but we're going to have another one of our festivals with Retro Reverb Records. Some really, really good names on the lineup. One, I was actually very surprised. They were actually a guest on the State of Synth, I think, last season. So... very cool stuff. We're very excited. We'll tell you about it. I guess we'll let them drop the details. We don't want to spill too much of the beans. But those Retro Reverb festivals were fun because they had like 5 or 6 audiences. They had 5 or 6 people in the audience, and they had a few more than that. 5 or 6 performers, and it was fun. You know, we just kind of hung out.
I tuned into that. It was from 12:30 to 9 p.m. my time.
It was.
And it was like going to Outland Toronto. It felt like some marathon festival.
Yeah, it was good.
In my living room. That was a night after that whole stuff went down. That was a night Swayze went and tweeted out encouragement to film some dancing, and that's when I went and did my little sidewalk slide.
Yes, that's infamous.
I was high on the RRR Fest.
So there you go.
Speaking of festivals.
Yes, let's talk about this here. And Mr. Neon, you know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. August 28th.
Yeah.
If it still happens.
This thing here. Vlad.
Don't talk like that.
I don't even. First of all, I find it amazing that you got selected. Congratulations. It's a really big thing. I mean, you must be like super stoked to play Neon.
Oh, I'm super stoked. Yeah. Totally. I was. I mean, literally after last year, like right after last year, I was trying to like message Grant and be like, "Hey, if you're gonna do this again, let me know." I guess it wasn't last year. What, it was 2 years ago.
Right.
And yeah, then I hopped into the application process and emotionally invested way too much in it, and then but it turned out okay because they said yes. So
you put like a page worth of writing in there, didn't you?
yeah, I might have.
I know it. I know you ran away with it. Well, that's probably why you got picked, because I know Grant really likes that personality, and he just really loves artists that are really vested in what they do, like completely, which is great. So, yeah, congratulations. It's going to happen. I'm very excited for Neon because, it's going to be a thing, and everything's going to be wonderful again, and we're not going to have any more virus.
The lineup and 3 days of synth and meeting all the synth fam. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. I'm super excited because just knowing that it's a, bigger festival, getting to meet people who I've only ever, talked to online and putting real faces to avatars and screen names, and it's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it.
Oh, very good. So get your tickets.
I'll be running around with my mask, so I won't look any different.
It's something to look forward to, and I really can't wait. And I think it's going to happen, man. I'm trying to just hold out my positivity. You got to hold on to something nowadays, So we're all holding out for Neon. If you are out there and listening and are like, yeah, maybe I don't really know if I want to go. I tell you what, if they lift this whole quarantine, just do it. You only live once. And who the hell knows? It could be the last concert ever. Who knows?
The only bummer is...
What's that?
You know what the real bummer is? Ollie Ride's live show in London was rescheduled to that same weekend.
What?
So yeah, we need to reach out to Outland and get them to just schedule Ollie to play at Neon.
Yes. Outland, Stu, if you're listening...
Yeah, problem solved.
We will pay to have Ollie Ride come over to, well, maybe someone will pay. Someone will pay to have Ollie Ride come over.
I will contribute $8.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what?
I will match as well. Funds up to $8.
I will too.
Run away with that, everybody.
Z's got some money stored away,
and that's
somewhere.
Not a commentary on Ollie Ride. That's just me being very cheap. I'm very cheap. So that's just
I feel you on that. All right, so we got a couple more fun things we're gonna do, and before we move on into our shout outs, let's go ahead and drop one more track. What do you think here? What do we got lined up here?
Let's do it.
Oh,
so we mentioned this track earlier from Vancouver, BC. Oceanside 85 dropped this track, Shifting Frequencies, featuring 2600. I guess that's a nod to the Atari 2600. And of course, Cody Carpenter. We all know who he is.
And here it is on Night Ride FM.
Passing in the night, learning who we are.
And once again, that was Shifting Frequencies by Oceanside 85 featuring 2600 and Cody Carpenter.
Yep, that's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. It is a whole lot. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and drop some shout outs real quick. Mr. Neon Fox, do you want to give a couple shout outs to all of our Patreons out there? I want to say thank you for Patreoning.
Patreoning.
Yeah, that's a word, I think.
We've got, let's see. Some of our Patreon supporters. We've got Arctic Mega Defender, producer, and hoodie creator extraordinaire. And he just dropped a single with Swayze. Push on the Outside Ski. Love it.
Yeah.
Also, we got Artem Medvedev. Is that Artyom Props?
It is. I didn't change his name. Artyom Props in the house. What's up?
Yep. And we got John Ellenberger.
Yeah.
Audio Waves. Bo.
Yes.
Conroy Galistar.
Yes. Very good.
And yeah, we got Cool AM7. Dynamite Stranger. Honeybeard. In Etc. Those last four, all great producers. Justin Mattioli.
Yep.
Kevin Talley. I think Kevin just had a birthday this week as well. I forgot to mention that.
He did. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Kevin. And, I gotta do this one a la Dennis. Lilu Dallas.
There you go. You did it.
There we go. Neverman. Producer out of, Sweden, I think?
Yes.
Yep. Nightmares and Neon. We played one of their tracks. Pattern Shift. We played one of his tracks. One of our fellow Night Ride podcasters, Synthopsis.
Yeah.
And, of course, Zayon B.
Yeah. Thank you very much for supporting the show, guys. It really does mean a lot, especially in this crazy time. What's that?
Wait. Breaking news. We got one more Patreon subscriber.
We did?
Who's also over in the YouTube chat. Mike Shima.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We have to update our Patreon list. We try to do it weekly. Sometimes Dennis is a little lazy on that, but we do try to give all the credit where credit is due. And Patreon is important. You know, this is kind of a labor of love, but every now and then it is good to show some financial support. Servers cost money, and we definitely do put a lot of time and energy to try to give you a little bit of entertainment in this crazy, crazy times. But I tell you what, we are getting ready to wrap it on up here. We want to thank everyone for listening, and of course, we want to thank our very special guest, Vampire Stepdad. Vlad, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me come on.
What a privilege.
It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. And in fact, again, make sure you go to vampirestepdad.com/free. Get on the newsletter. Get yourself some free music. And then go see him play at Neon. Because it's going to happen.
Yep.
Very exciting.
Don't forget to hit up vampirestepdad.bandcamp.com on May 1st.
Yes.
Along with all the other great artists.
Get some tunes, get some merch, and have some fun. And that just about wraps up our show. Thank you very much once again for listening to The State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
I'm Neon Fox, and as we sign off, I just want to throw one shout out to Lazy Laser over in the YouTube chat. But I'm Neon Fox. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, and we will leave you out with this last song. This is a little tune by Star Madman, and she is a producer, and she's awesome.
From Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma, that's absolutely true. So here it is.
Thanks to Mike Templar for
introducing us. Yeah, Mike, thank you so much for setting this up. It's always good to find new music. So we're going to go ahead and drop this last track of the night. This is Night Highway by Star Madman. And once again, thanks a lot for listening to the show. Have a great night. Bye-bye.